Joya Hakinzadeh, and we will be your emcees for this morning's assembly.
Please join us in acknowledging that we live, work, and learn on the traditional lands of the Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, and Squamish Salish peoples.
Please join Vera McCutcheon and Lucas Marositz to sing the anthem and school song sung in English.
Can we just get the house lights up a little bit, please? Thanks.
"5M is learning about simple machines and building expansions to Mulgrave."
Wow, that's so cool. Can you imagine how much more awesome the school is going to be when they finish?
Please welcome 5M to the stage for their assembly.
Hi-ho! 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 It's home from work we go. Hi-ho! 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 It's home from work we go. Hi-ho! Hi-ho!
Well, boys, it's been another busy day of work, and I'm just not sure we're getting very far.
I know! We've been working for so long, and it seems like we're never going to finish this project.
Well, Mr. A hired us to build the next phase of expansion to Mulgrave. We can't let him down. We've got to finish this project somehow.
Our tools are too heavy.
We are working hard, but we're not being very efficient.
It takes forever to complete the simplest tasks.
I'm worried about not getting paid if we don't finish this project in time.
Time is money, boys. Time is money.
There's too much pressure! I can't take it! I need to see my therapist!
Oh, hello, Rayhan. What can I do for you today?
I'm having a crisis at work. Building the new Mulgrave expansion is just too hard.
Come lay down on my couch. Tell me your troubles.
Well, Mulgrave is building a new ELC next to the Outdoor Education Center near the new senior school. I have to clear some land away, but there are some massive rocks that are too heavy to move. It takes me 1 full day just to move these rocks 2 feet. I'm never gonna finish my job in time.
Oh dear, that does sound frightful, but I have just the solution for you.
Check out this amazing invention. It's called a wheelbarrow. It was invented in the Middle East about 5,500 years ago. This handy little machine has changed the construction world forever.
How?
Well, it's much easier to push a wheelbarrow loaded with heavy rocks and boulders than trying to push heavy rocks on the ground. You'll never finish your job if you keep up at that rate.
Rolling rocks on the ground is not an efficient way of moving heavy objects from one place to another.
The wheels and axles reduce friction and provide leverage. Wheels make moving a load, like heavy rocks and boulders, much easier and faster. The rocks are lifted up and only the wheels touch the ground. This creates less friction.
Less friction, less stress for you.
A wheel and axle is one of the 6 simple machines that make your work easier. You can design new solutions to your problems by using wheels and axles.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, Rayhan, your hour is up. I hope you feel better.
Hey, Rayhan, it looks like you've got a great new tool for helping you move those heavy rocks.
Yep, I think we'll be able to clear the land needed to build the new ELC.
Well, that's great for clearing the foundation for the new ELC, but we've got even bigger problems.
What now?
Now that the rocks are being moved out of the way, we need to dig up the foundation to support the new building. We can't just put the walls on top of this land. We need to dig up the ground a bit so we can build a level foundation with solid cement.
That's impossible. The ground is super hard. Nothing can get through that.
I know. I've been trying to use my hands to level out the dirt, but I'm not getting anywhere. I just don't know how to make this work more efficient. If we put cement on top of the ground, the way it is, the new building will crumble in no time.
Time is money, boys. Time is money.
There's no hope. I'm too stressed. I've got to go see my therapist.
Hello, Kevin. What can I do for you today?
Well, I'm trying to excavate some dirt in the ground so that I can build a foundation for the new ELC building. But the ground is too hard. I'll never be able to dig out a proper foundation. My hands are raw. Do you see these blisters? I need a Band-Aid. Mommy!
Ah, a terrible problem indeed. But I've got just the solution for you.
We are the Simple Machines Guardian Angels.
Have you ever heard of a shovel?
What about an axe?
Well, a shovel and an axe have wedges on the end of them. A wedge is one of the 6 simple machines.
What good is a wedge? I need to move heavy terrain.
If you use a shovel, you'll be able to dig up the ground. Shovels are used to move dirt from one area to another. The shovel works by placing the sharp pointed end against the ground. You can then use your foot to put force on the shovel. The force then pushes the shovel into the ground and separates one area of the ground from another. And voila, you can start laying cement for the foundation of the new ELC building.
Using a shovel provides mechanical advantage, which will make our work easier and way more efficient.
So I could use a shovel to dig up the ground and an axe to split wood.
Why do you need to split wood?
Once the foundation is ready and the cement is poured, we'll need to use 2x4s, wood, to build the walls. I'll need an axe to chop up some trees to make these 2x4s. The 2x4s will frame up the walls of the new building. Wow, I never knew that a wedge could be so handy.
Using simple machines make our lives so much easier.
Okay, Kevin, your hour is up. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Hey, Kevin. It looks like he's got a great new tool to help you for construction.
Big deal. That may have solved one problem, but we've got more serious issues to deal with.
Kelly, I'm a bit worried about this construction crew you've hired.
Well, you get what you pay for.
I think you're right, Pasha. It's great that we figured out how to build a new ELC, but now Mr. Ray wants us to build a new NYP Academic Center on top of the ELC.
We're using a wheel and axle, as well as a wedge to make our work easier. But once the ELC is built, how on earth are we going to build another level on top of that? We'll never reach that high.
We need to design a solution, but this is a tough problem to figure out.
We could try to hop up there. It's never going to work. We can't jump on top of the ELC to build another level. This is an impossible task. We're going to get fired for sure.
I can't get fired. This is my 9th construction job in the last 2 months. I'm not sure who'll hire me after this.
I can't take it anymore. I need to go see my therapist.
Hello, Hans. Tell me your troubles.
Well, we're building another level on top of the new ELC at Mulgrave. It's the new NYP Academic Center. Me and my fellow construction workers just cannot figure out how to get all of our tools and supplies on top of the roof. We've tried jumping up there, but it isn't working. We just get all sweaty and worn out with nothing to show for our efforts.
That does smell like a challenge. That Mulgrave school sure has high expectations. You're my third client today who's having problems over at the construction site. But don't worry, Hans. I've got just the solution for you.
We are the Simple Machines Guardian Angels. Hans, there's no sense getting so upset. There's always a solution to every problem.
I heard you've been trying to jump up onto the new ELC building to lift up your tools and supplies.
That is not an efficient way of constructing a new building or moving tools to get the job done. You need an inclined plane to help make your work easier.
An inclined plane?
Yes, an inclined plane.
It's one of the 6 simple machines. Inclined planes are flat surfaces that are tilted at an angle. One end of the inclined plane is higher than the other.
Lifting tools and wood frames for walls can be very heavy and difficult to move.
I know!
An inclined plane or ramp helps make your work easier. It allows you to slide an object forward or upward a little at a time until it reaches the right height. An inclined plane splits gravity into 2 smaller forces. You can use an inclined plane to get on top of the ELC so you can build the new NYP Academic Center. The distance you travel to the top of the ELC will be greater, but the force or effort you'll exert will be much less than how you're getting your tools up there right now.
Ramps have been around for 1,000 years. Did you know that the ancient Egyptians used inclined planes to build the pyramids?
No, I didn't. But hey, if the ancient Egyptians can build pyramids, then surely we can build the westward expansion of Mulgrave.
I'm glad we were able to help. See you later.
Okay, so we have a wheel and axle, a wedge, and an inclined plane. But we still have problems!
Oh yes, this could be one of our greatest design challenges yet.
What is it?
Well, I've been trying to get these walls to stay up, but the crazy glue I'm using just isn't working.
We could try a hot glue gun.
No, too dangerous. Did you hear about the grade 5 students last year who burnt themselves while trying to put together their exhibition project? Mert was on full alert.
What are we going to do?
Boys, I'm under a lot of pressure from the Mulgrave administration team. You've got to figure something out!
This is too stressful. I need a massage from Spa Utopia to release my tension.
Better yet, I know a good therapist. Let's go see if she can help us.
Hello, boys. What can I do for you?
Well, we're part of a construction crew at Mulgrave.
Say no more. Sit down on my couch.
Our crazy glue just isn't keeping the walls together.
It's hopeless. We're gonna get fired for sure.
Don't worry. I've got just the solution for you.
We are the Simple Machines Guardian Angels.
Am I dreaming?
Not at all. We heard about your construction problems. Have you ever heard of a screw? It's one of the 6 simple machines.
How is a screw going to help us?
Yeah, a tiny little metal object is not going to keep the walls up for our new building.
Let me teach you the mechanical advantages about using a screw. A screw is actually an inclined plane wrapped around a shaft.
Yeah, it allows the screw to move in a circular pattern and pulls one thing toward another.
I've heard of an inclined plane. My buddy Han just brought one over to the construction site.
Well, it's like that, only smaller. The grooves of the screw are called threads. The distance between the threads is called the pitch. Threads wind evenly around the body of the screw, sort of like a windy slide on the playground.
Screws hold on tightly and cannot easily be pulled out. Once a screw's thread is closer together, it takes more turns to tighten it.
This is what's going to keep your walls from falling down.
That sounds awesome.
I see you have a drill. Is that going to help us?
Totally. This drill holds a cutting tool, which spins very fast. Drill bits cut into wood, metal, stone, and plastic.
Drill bit at one end is pointed and its edges have threads just like a screw.
I get it. Just as the drill bit turns, pieces of material, like wood and metal, get carried up the threads and out.
Did you know that the largest drill bit in the world is the size of a train?
Cool!
It was used to make a subway tunnel in Germany and a train tunnel through the Swiss Alps. If you have the right tools, your possibilities are endless.
Okay, boys. Your time is up. I hope you feel better.
I see you have some useful tools, but we're not out of the woods yet!
Ugh.
Now that we figured out how to build the new ELC and academic center, you have to figure out how to build a rooftop playground on top of the academic center and move the current primary playground to the existing hill.
What? That's pure craziness.
You see, it's a task that we'll never be able to complete. I also just received a text from Mr. Ray. Wants to know when the project is done. He wants to organize an official opening to the new building.
I just don't know how I'm going to lift the current playground and move that structure to the hill. I've tried to move the slide, but it just wouldn't budge. I thought I could lift up the large wood posts all by myself, especially because I'm the strongest worker of all. But they're just too heavy.
Time is money, boys. Time is money.
I can't take it anymore. All these guys have simple machines to help them do their work. There's nothing that could help lift a structure as big as a playground.
You should see my therapist. She's really very good.
Okay, I'll try it.
Hello, Frank. Don't tell me you're another construction worker from Mulgrave School.
Wow, you are good.
You probably need some help with building something. Did you know there are tools that provide mechanical advantage and help make your work easier?
Well, my buddies are using some interesting tools, but how will this help me?
Don't fret. I've got just the solution for you.
We are the Simple Machines Guardian Angels. We've heard you've been faced with an enormous challenge.
Yes, and it's hopeless. I might as well quit my job now and go work as a chef at McDonald's.
Don't talk nonsense. You graduated with an IB diploma. Surely you can design a solution to your problem.
Let's help him out. Frank, have you ever heard of a pulley? It's one of the 6 simple machines.
A pulley? Nope, haven't heard of it.
Pulleys are grooved wheels with ropes to lift and lower heavy objects with ease. It's an amazing tool.
Sailors use pulleys to raise heavy sails up the mast. Tow truck drivers lift cars with pulleys. Cranes that build skyscrapers use pulleys, and so do elevators. In fact, even ski hills use pulleys. In Whistler, where I live in my toasty cabin, I ride the chairlift when skiing down double Black Diamond ski runs. Whistler uses pulleys on trails to help people get to the top of the mountain. Heavy cables link the chairs to the winding machinery at the bottom of the slope. The chairs run along a cable on a smaller pulley.
There are different kinds of pulleys. Basically, the simplest pulley is a fixed pulley. It doesn't move. It stays attached to a surface while the rope and load move.
Fixed pulleys move a load in the opposite direction of force. If you pull down on the rope or cable, the load will go up.
A fixed pulley makes work easier by changing the direction of the force.
Although you may seem pretty jacked with muscles, your work will be much easier if you pull down on a rope or cable rather than lifting heavy playground equipment with your bare hands.
Well, I am pretty ripped, as you say. I have been working out.
I think you better use a pulley, just to be safe.
Okay, Frank, your hour is up. I'm exhausted with all of these construction clients today.
Boys, I think we may have finished our job.
Hallelujah!
Actually, I just got a text from Mr. A. He says he wants to build a new field and an additional parking lot down in the southern lands below the school.
More parking and a new field. I'm sure the Mulgrave parents will definitely be happy with more parking spaces.
Oh yeah!
I think our experience with these designing solutions and these amazing tools will really help us in our next project.
We sure are lucky we have met the Simple Machine Guardian Angels. They really taught us a lot about simple machines.
Yep, and I never knew that creativity and ingenuity could lead to being more efficient.
If we know how to use these different tools, it can really make our lives easier. If we know how to use these simple machines, we can design new ways of getting difficult jobs done.
I consider myself a design thinker, not just a construction worker.
I think Mr. Ray will hire us to build the next phase of Mulgrave's expansion.
For sure. But something has been on my mind since I visited a therapist.
What's that?
The guardian angel said there are 6 simple machines. We've only used 5 here.
Ow, woman! So confusing!
Simple machines like pulleys, wheels, and levers, they get things moving faster, higher, farther, making our work easy to maneuver. Those simple machines give us the power. A lever is a tool that can help us with a project. Push one end down, the other lifts an object. You can even ride one. Yeehaw! An example of a lever is a seesaw. Put a wheel on an axle and don't you know, you can ride it almost anywhere you go. Add a chain for a pulley, then spin it around. Ride your bicycle around the playground. Simple machines like pulleys, wheels, and levers, they get things moving faster, higher, farther, making our work easy to maneuver. Those simple machines give us the power.
Thank you to 5M for their assembly.
It's so exciting how Mulgrave is going to have an expansion.
Good thing the angels taught the construction crew how to use simple machines to help them do the job.
Please welcome Emma Lindsley and Yasmin Kassam to the stage to talk about the Cinderella project.
Good morning. My name is Yasmin Kassam, and this is Emma Lindsley. We are here to talk to you about the Cinderella Project.
The Cinderella Project helps graduates that are less fortunate and need to support their family while trying to get into university.
Some of these graduates don't even have enough money to go to their prom, so the Cinderella Project gives them one night where they are celebrated and given a dress or suit for prom, a makeover, personal care items, and a package of food for them to take home.
So, how can we help? On the week of Valentine's Day, we can donate personal care items like shampoo, makeup, soap, deodorant, and also dresses and suits.
If you have something you would like to donate, please place it in one of the boxes in the junior school foyer.
Dresses and suits can go on the rack next to the boxes.
Thank you for your kindness.
And we hope you donate.
Please welcome Miss Mitchell, Miss McIntyre, and Miss Griffiths to the stage to hand out merit certificates.
I think we're going to have to meet with Mr. McIntyre and Mr. Ray about the construction crew. I think we'll have you guys part of the interview to make sure they know enough about Simple Machines to make sure that this project is well done. I think that's a good idea. Okay, thanks, Mr. McIntyre. Good. Come on in. Thank you very much to 5M for your assembly. That was a fantastic display of the things that you're learning in your class. It's been interesting to walk through your classroom in the last 2 weeks to find out all the things that you're learning about Simple Machines and the things that you're constructing yourself. Thank you for sharing what you've learned, and I look forward to you having a critical eye of our construction crew that's going to be starting in July of this year. So thank you very much to you two who've done a great job to support this, and it was very good. Well done. Thank you. This week's merit certificate winners: from 3C, Merrick Novak; from 3H, Candy Lee; from 3U, Ariana Cow. Well done, Merrick. Come on, give me a good handshake. Your mom's here. Really? Did you know that? She's up there. Yeah, she's up there. From 2C, Casper Ahmed. From 2GJ, Marcus Zhao. From 2PK, Winnie Zhu. From 1B, Effie Lee. From 1F, Chloe Fataguso. From 1S, Andy Shao. From KJ, Kyan Kasemi Tafreshi. From KJ, Matthew Sullivan. Just wait over here. Come over here. You're excited, I know. Just wait here with me, okay? This is exciting. From KJ, Matthew Sullivan. From KV, Paige Liu. From KV, Eshem Ramji. He might not be here. From KY, Ann Shao. From KY, Nicholas Helenar. There you go. Congratulations. Well done. Well done, Matthew. Congratulations. We even have eye contact with the handshake. Well done, kindergarten teachers and parents. From 4B, Andrew Zhu. From 4M, Owen Mooring. From 4M, Frank McManus. From, we shouldn't be calling out grade 4s. From 4T, Jacob Shull. And from 4, Finn Wood. Congratulations. On. Well done, Frank. Way to go. Congratulations, Felix. From 5J, Eva Torasola. From 5J, Arya Rajwani. From 5L, Catherine Brand. From 5M, Salia Ali. Now I know why they're here. I'm excited. You're a fantastic therapist. Can I talk to you later? Yeah, well done. From 6R, Janet Chen. From 6R, Matthew Golner. From 6RJ, Lucas Liu. And from 6Y, Roya Hakimzadeh. Congratulations to this week's winners. Well done, and keep up the good work. Good job. Thank you.
Please welcome Mr. Morrow to the stage to hand out the house points.
Who here is interested in hearing about the house points? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I know some people aren't here yet because of the snowmageddon outside, but we still need to be a little louder than that. Who wants to hear about the house points? I was a little worried I have to go and have a nap behind the stage. Well, boys and girls, you have been collecting house points all over the place. Ridiculous is the word I would use. But I'm going to tell you, in fourth place with 995 is Curie. All right, boys and girls, I'm very excited to say that in third place with 1,000, that's right, 1,267 is Smith. Now, are we ready to find out who is in second place? Some people are, the rest of you are not. Who would like to hear who's in second place? A reasonable amount, I assume. In second place with 1,382 is Luther King. That means with 1,930 points is Churchill. Churchill, stand up. House lights up, please, if we can. Thank you. All right, boys and girls, Churchill, we need absolute silence so that our ears hurt when we hear your song. Make our ears go ooch. Are we ready, Churchill? On three. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Please welcome Ms. Mitchell to the stage for dismissal.
Thank you to William and Roya for being our MCs. Well done. Thank you for your patience this morning with the snow. We had looks like we have lots of people here now, so that's great. We did have lots of students that came in just from the parking lot, so there's bags and coats at the back. And if you could just please go back there and get the, not right now, but when you're on your way out, just go grab your bag and coat and take them upstairs with you. There is a big Lunar New Year celebration today at the school starting at 2:30. And what's going to happen is at 2:30, you'll be dismissed like you always are, outside with your teachers, and your parents are going to come and pick you up, and then you're going to come down to the theater with your parents, and we'll start the Lunar New Year celebration here in the theater, and then at 2:30, it will open up into the foyer. So we're looking forward to that celebration this afternoon. Thank you again for your patience with the snow. Parents, thanks for coming, and be careful on your way out. Have a great day and a great weekend. Thank you.